The fate of the country will depend on the actions of the people. As I say almost every week, here is our grand opportunity. Our courts are still semi-functional. We still have access to our legislators and elections. But most of all, unlike so many concentration camp systems I've researched, dissent has not yet been effectively crushed in the US at this point. Most of us can act. And the more of us who do, the more we will limit the future actions and capabilities of the current administration. We need only look at North Korea with concentration camps in place for more than 50 years to recall that some camp systems that began haven't ever ended.
Well, look at it this way. This could be your child looking at an armed guard, wondering, where is he taking? This could be your daughter standing inside the prison camp after 3 years, wondering, when am I going to get out?
So we shouldn't wait for all this to pass.
The primary way that authoritarians, we see this across the globe in Hungary and Brazil and Turkey, the primary way that authoritarians are able to claim control isn't through a lot of repression. It's through occasional repression that scares people so they know what to do in this administration. And therefore, they cede power right away. Power you don't use, you lose.
We need to educate ourselves and our friends on how to push back on the role of ICE and border enforcement actions in our communities. The episode from 2 weeks ago, ICE Out of Your Town, lists exactly how to do that. We need to support every immigrant in detention or going before a judge, making sure they have legal counsel and their families have support. We need to pressure national and especially local officials to stand up for due process and human rights, immigrant rights, trans rights, and yours and mine as well. These are all bound up together.
The major tool of an authoritarian is fear. And we're not going to feed that fear. In fact, quite the opposite. We're going to express and show bravery in the face of it.
And if you still don't know what to do, one way you can learn how is to go to No King's 1 Million Rising project, where you can look at some recorded events that will teach you not only what you can do, but how to bring other people into action with you.
So I think we have a lot of control. In fact, everybody has a lot of influence about what kinds of stories do we tell when so-and-so gets arrested out of the government or fired or whatnot. We should cheer. Congratulations. Welcome to the club.
These are real actions that you can take close to home on a regular basis to make a difference. You can find links to those actions every week in my newsletter, Degenerate Art. Posts are free to everyone, and you can subscribe without any financial commitment, but I encourage you to become a paid subscriber to help me continue this work.